Brown University is under some fire tonight amid plans that the graduate school is changing their application to allow people to self-identify as a person of color. The news raising all sorts of questions about what that would mean for the applicants and if the school would take steps to verify if that information is accurate. We reached out to Brown for clarification on this, and we're told in part, quote, there's been no policy change, and the statement about the application is inaccurate. However, the Brown Associate Dean on the policy change says that the graduate school will change its application for the upcoming admissions cycle to allow students to self-identify as students of color. So it sounds like they have a bit of confusion there in the process. Joining me now, Katie Pavlich, Town Hall News Editor and Fox News contributor, and Wendy Osefo, political commentator and professor. Ladies, thank you for being here. You know, with all the discussion this week about Elizabeth Warren and, you know, the president calling her Pocahontas and the backlash after that, where, you know, she's the one who is sort of protected as should have the ability to check the Native American box because she feels like that's part of her background. Brown University is setting up a situation where they may be essentially doing the same thing, Wendy. If you feel like you're a person of color, you may be able to check that box.
Well, actually, this is not necessarily about being a person of color. This speaks directly to underrepresented individuals, and the people who are looking to make this augmentation are individuals who consider themselves to be Asian Americans. And this has nothing to do with diversity. We can't kid ourselves here. What this has to do with is the Department of Justice looking at Harvard University, another Ivy League, in which they say nefariously impacts Asian American students. So Brown is trying to get ahead of the curve here to preclude themselves basically from getting a lawsuit from their Asian American population, and that's what we're seeing here. Yeah,
the Asian American students feel like they should be able to check the box person of color because they feel that they're underrepresented at the university.
Absolutely.
And they're getting this backlash. I don't know if they are underrepresented at that university. It seems that Asian Americans are very well represented at Ivy League universities. I don't know the exact numbers, but Katie, you know, I mean, you know, why should you be able to check a box if it doesn't apply to you?
Well, my understanding is that the reason they're saying you can self-identify in this instance is because Asian Americans and foreign Asian students are not on the list of boxes to check. And so the university is reconciling that by allowing people to self-identify in the upcoming admissions process. It's not clear whether this is permanent or not, but it goes to the issue of verification. Anybody can now walk in during this admissions process going forward and say that they identify as a minority, and that is just wrong.
You know, my
it's
question
cultural
is
appropriation.
Why do we need
appropriation.
Why do we need these boxes at all at this point, Wendy?
Well, that's the big question, right?
Why do we need boxes?
Well, to be quite honest, as a university professor, you do need these boxes because at the end of the day, you have to look at people from a holistic manner. What does your application look like if we take away issues of race, color, and creed? And quite frankly,
but you're not taking them away. You're putting the boxes in. If you really want to take them away, you should have no boxes.
No, that's not true because that's not how applications are looked at. And I'm telling you that as someone who has looked at applications, we do not look at it like that. And that is the truth that no one wants to admit. And well, again, Martha, I'm saying this as both someone who's been a graduate student and someone who's been a professor.
Katie, last word. Go ahead.
Look, if you can self-identify because a box doesn't exist, it seems like the boxes are irrelevant and therefore they should be eliminated.
All right, we got to go. Thanks, you guys. Good to see you tonight. Quick break. We'll be right back.